I thought we already did a blues episode.
This isn't the blues, Heather.
What is it?
It's Land Down Under by Men at Work.
Okay. Why are you playing Land Down Under?
Because I don't know Waltzing Matilda.
Alright, so I'm starting to get a little bit of an Australian vibe here. Does this have something to do with Katie?
Too right.
Oh, God.
Tonight, we're playing a new game from my Aussie Sheila.
I'm afraid to ask.
It's called Aussie Rules.
Well, at least we're not wrestling Crocs, are we?
So what's up, Heather, and good day?
What's up, B?
Well, tonight we're turning the reins over to my lovely wife, an actual Aussie, my very own Sheila. Say good day, Katie.
Hello.
Oh, come on, Katie. Give us some of that Aussie magic.
Fine. G'day, mate.
Good day to all you out there. Welcome to Tortured Bourbon. If you're new here, no worries. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll bring a bit of our little Outback corner right to you.
Can we please stop with the corny Aussie stuff?
It's your night, love. Aussie Rules. I'm trying to be a good bloke.
Well, you could start by getting on with the show instead of rabbiting on.
Fine. But suddenly I feel like I need to move to a place called Oz.
Okay, before we lose him to all of his Outback dreams, including Hugh Jackman, what do you have planned for us tonight, Katie?
Righto, here's the deal. I've picked out 3 bourbons, each under 100 proof from your stash. You need to taste each one, rate them, rank them, guess which one's the priciest and which one's the cheapest.
All right, so basically you are setting us up to get this completely wrong.
That's why it's called Aussie Rules, love.
Guess we're just supposed to toss another shrimp on the bobby.
Oh, God.
You know we don't actually say that right, they're prawns.
Okay, enough. Let's get on with it before we turn Katie into an actual Aussie legend, angry and ready to come for us.
She's just upset because she found out AC/DC was born in Scotland. Anyways.
Is that it?
So, focus time. 3 mystery bourbons right here. We're going to move them to the barrel. Neither of us know what we're tasting. A true blind showdown.
I think we're going to have to move the
We're going to have to move the Joey.
the sweet kangaroo.
Yep.
All right, then. Let's get stuck in.
So, to set this up, we know we started with our warm-up is...
Basil Hayden.
Basil Hayden.
So we know we're at 80 proof.
We're at 80 proof. She did tell us we're drinking bourbon, and she did tell us it's 100 proof or under.
Correct.
So that's
and that
about
they're
all
varying price points.
In varying price points.
Yeah. So I am very interested to see if we can notice differences, if we can pick up on anything. Yeah, this is going to be a true test.
All right. So it starts 1 to 3. Let's start with 1.
Okay. That smells familiar.
I would hope so. It's one of the many bottles that we own.
There's a few we haven't tasted yet. That tastes so familiar.
I will point out that you have not had any of these in a while.
Okay. All right, so this one is very light. It's not a super thick mouthfeel. Like, I'm not getting, like, syrupy, buttery.
Nope.
Honestly, it's not super complex, in my opinion.
Nope. It's kind of rye forward to me in the beginning.
All right, let's go ahead. Let's rank them as we do them, but then we can't order them.
Yeah.
That's...
It's a dog.
It's a dog.
Dog on.
It's not my favorite dog.
Nope.
But it's also not Bless Your Heart.
No.
So, I doubt any of these are Bless Your Heart. Unless she slips some... None of these are light enough to be mellow corn.
I was not that mean. I wouldn't even drink that.
And I don't think any of these are the Thai dish soap either that we had the other night. Nope.
None of them seem to be very different in color. Most of them seem to be about the same color.
Oh, that tastes very different, though. Yeah, they're all very similar in color. They're a little on the lighter end.
That's different.
Very different. Very different. This one has more of that earthy tobacco, corn, wheat, like...
Earthy.
Earthy, for sure.
Smell on number 2 is more complex. Mm-hmm. Taste is more complex.
More complex and more, like we said, earthy. I get that little hint of tobacco.
I like it. I like it better than
I
that
do
one.
too. I like it better because of the complexity.
We are being laughed at.
We are.
We are already being laughed at.
I'm just surprised by your reactions, knowing what it is.
I think our tastes have evolved in the last few months because
that's true.
when we first started this, anything that had that earthy taste or a rye taste, I was a little bit averse to.
Yep.
And the more I've gotten into this and been able to open up flavors, the more I see that as complexity and actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
So, all right, you want to try 3?
Yeah, I was trying to look at the color.
I think they're all very similar in color. Maybe this one might be slightly darker. Ooh, that smells completely different than the other two.
This has the most mouthfeel to me.
Yes, it's the most buttery, syrupy
Yep.
consistency. I agree.
I think it's my favorite.
It has the best chew to it of all of them.
It has the best mouth. There's no
and it
doubt.
has the most lingering
Yep.
taste. This one has the most interesting lingering taste to it. Let's describe it because obviously nobody out there is tasting it with us. So
It lingers.
it lingers.
It's like
It's
a
not
cranberry song.
overly sweet, which would it's
Have
almost
to
a
let it
tart.
linger.
It's almost a. Do you have to?
Do you have to let it linger?
Do you have to let it linger? He didn't think I would get that. The lingering taste is a little tart. Honestly, from start to finish, I don't get sweetness with this one. The first one was the most sweet to me.
I'm stumped.
Okay, but do you agree that the first one is the sweetest out of the 3?
First one tastes the hottest to me. Now, whether it is or not, they're all the same proof. I taste the rye up front in number 1. Number 2 tastes more like earth. Number 3 is the most complex with the most mouth. Number 1 is the easiest sipper.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3 is the best chewer.
Uh-huh.
I've changed my mind. I'm not as a big a fan of number 2 because there's something in that aftertaste that's holding on, and I'm not real sure what it is.
It's almost like a grassy flavor.
None of them I have to mix. I don't think there's something that lingers into, and I don't know how to describe that.
I think I would rank the first 2 that dog will hunt. This one is slightly better to me than the first one. Just because you know I like a more complex flavor and a better mouthfeel. The first one's a little thin and quick for my taste.
I don't think it would have been 6 months ago.
No, I completely agree with you, actually. I think my tastes have changed probably more than yours have.
So what order would you put them in?
Price-wise or preference-wise?
Preference-wise.
Oh, I would go 3, 2, 1.
You'd go 3, 2, 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
What
well, I'm
about
going to
you?
go 3, 1, 2.
Okay.
And I'm going to put 3 as close to... If it's
Three's a hush your mouth
If
for
it's
me.
comparative, 3's a hush your mouth. 1 and 2 I could drink. There's something about 2 tonight, which is just... Something in the aftertaste is... Something in the aftertaste is not doing it for me. And 1's just easy.
One's easy. I agree with that.
1's just really easy. Now you've got me thinking that 1 is a lower proof.
I
than
think
the
it's a
other
lower
2.
proof. If I had to guess. But
See,
I could
now-
be completely wrong. My guess is that it's a lower proof. My guess is that this one is the most expensive. Just because of the chew, the mouthfeel, all of that.
It should be the most.
Feels like it's
expensive.
aged a little longer.
Are you ready for the grand reveal?
All right, well, hold on. Let's re-summarize. So first, ranks, we both agreed.
Number 1,
That dog will hunt.
Number 2,
That dog
Dog
will
will
hunt. 3, hush your
Hush your
mouth.
mouth.
But we're not like pumped about
we're
it.
not pumped.
All right, my order of preference was 3, 2, 1. Yours is
3, 1, 2.
Okay, and then what do you think about expense-wise? Most expensive to least expensive.
3's the most expensive. 1 and 2 are within a couple bucks.
I agree that 3's the most expensive. I think it goes 3, 2, 1 expense-wise.
Okay.
I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait to be made fun of by our favorite Aussie in the room. All right, Katie.
Okay, so we will start with number 1.
Which was
Number 1, which was you ranked as the least expensive, and your either least or second least favorite.
correct.
So coming in at 91 proof and $50 a bottle.
It's not going to be the least expensive.
the Widow Jane Baby Jane. Which is why I was sitting over here laughing at y'all.
I quit. Revoke all my credentials.
Number 2, coming in at 95 proof. Nope, sorry, 92 proof. And $40 a bottle was the Hirsch The Horizon.
Okay.
And
We haven't had that in a while.
coming in at your number 1 and your most expensive.
Oh, God.
Coming in at 95 proof and $30 a bottle was the Benchmark Single Barrel.
That totally tracks, though, because I always like Benchmark.
No, I'm not lying. That is what I poured. You can go get the bottle and check.
The single barrel's 95 proof?
Yeah.
I think our palates
also-
were broken today.
And also the cheapest of all of them. FYI.
Womp,
Womp, womp, womp. But I'm going to spin this. That goes to show you that we are not pretentious. And that we will pick the cheapest as our favorite if it truly is. I always like Benchmark, so that didn't shock me. Because I love Benchmark products. But yet it also goes to how I want to hate Buffalo Trace. And yet I keep loving their stuff.
So I did not use anything that had not been opened. And everything tonight you can buy on the shelf at the ABC store. Nothing was allocated.
Wow. How are you feeling right now? Like a fraud?
Yeah.
I feel like a fraud.
I feel like a fraud.
Like I feel really bad.
This was fun. I can't wait to do it again.
We needed to be humbled. I've been humbled. I think number 1, our tastes have, because we tried that actually very early on in this podcast.
We did.
Like July.
Yep.
Because it was our very first episode. It was one of the very first times we were at Hoppy Endings, right?
Yep.
So I do think our tastes have evolved.
We have not been drinking anything at 90 proof.
No. I think another factor is our tastes have evolved. I think when we tasted that Baby Jane, my exposure to higher proofs and to things like ryes were very limited. So that has expanded my palate. I still think it's a great product. But clearly, it now is not my favorite.
So the Hirsch, this is 5 years.
5 years, okay.
5 years, 3 months.
So it should have tasted a little hotter.
75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley.
The high corn content makes sense because we both said we could taste that corn,
This
that
is,
earthiness.
Now, I don't know who owns Hirsch. No, it's bottled in Hirsch in Bardstown, Kentucky. But it is distilled by MGP. And then finally, we have a knockout buy.
Yeah, for the price, absolutely.
It comes in at what?
$30
Yeah, so the bottled and bond
is $25.
is $25. The single barrel, you get a single barrel for $30.
And it's quality.
It's 95 proof.
So how are you feeling? I feel like you look like you're having a bit of an internal struggle right now. Are you surprised by our thoughts on this?
Am I mixing complexity for proof?
That's a fair question. But it did have a better mouthfeel than the other two.
Still does.
It still does. Yeah, I completely agree.
No, I'm not changing
Nope.
that.
But I remember the first time we tried the Hirsch, I liked it. I didn't love it because I wanted stuff that was sweet. But as I've evolved, it's kind of like with wine. You know, everybody starts with Riesling and Moscato, and now you couldn't pay me to drink a Riesling or Moscato.
I think we're tasting a touch more oak in the Hirsch.
Yeah, remember? I said I tasted oak at the end.
I think we're tasting.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I think we're tasting a touch more oak.
I cannot believe Widow Jane was my least favorite. Maybe I was just having an off night. I don't know.
No, I think your tastes have changed. I think that's the first thing. Second, probably the lowest that we've had is 101.
Yeah. Everything we've been drinking has been 100 or above.
You know, we threw back that cowboy at 140
That 141
proof.
like it was nothing.
So
And both commented, "Oh wow, that doesn't burn at all."
yeah,
Which
so
I remember 3 months ago, the Woodford 124
at
like
200
knocked our socks
at
off.
$250 a bottle. and it comes in a coffin, it better knock our socks off. This is why we do a blind. To say that we're not influenced by advertising, by story, by bottle, by where it sits.
Yes.
In the ABC store.
Something. I think it also goes to circumstance. When you drink it and the context of where you drink it. I have such a memory of the first time we had that Baby Jane. And it was one of the first ones that he ever just grabbed off the shelf and said, hey guys, I really want you guys to taste this. So it felt curated for us.
So you're saying
45.
bourbon is social?
Yeah.
Well, all we got left is...
You look depressed. But I think we have reasons. And again, honestly, it makes me happy that we're willing to admit that, you know what? We picked the cheapest bottle. While B experiences his existential crisis. Do you have parting thoughts you need to say, or can we just cheers?
If I could play a coffin march, that dun 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 dun.
It's not that serious.
No, it's not.
And hey, we tried some decent bourbons. And you know what? Again, our tastes have changed. They've evolved.
They've evolved to the cheapest bourbon.
We have accomplished our goal, which was to take the pretentiousness out. Okay, we won. We did great. So see, are you back? Are you back with me?
I can't say on camera what I want to say. I'm back with you.
Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Till next time. Cheers, y'all. You're not even gonna say it.
Cheers, y'all.